Krieger-Watkins here with a special edition of The Scoop brought to you by Smith Eddy Insurance. And today we're going to talk about what the impact is on senior citizens with the new car insurance reform. So Scott Smith, Joe Knowles, thanks for joining me.
Well, thanks for having us.
So let's talk about, when does this go into effect for seniors?
Sure.
For everybody.
Well, yeah, it's just not seniors, but
Right.
July 2nd, 2020 will be when all of the new insurance laws are effective.
Okay.
Not July 1st, but July 2nd.
That's odd, but okay. Whatever.
State of Michigan, go for it.
Yeah. So what kind of impacts on seniors are we going to see? Are they going to see that are the big changes?
Well, first thing I think everybody needs to know is that if they do nothing, their coverage is going to stay the same. Essentially, they don't have to make a change.
Okay.
Their bodily injury liability will go up to the new state minimum, and they will retain no fault full medical, which is exactly the way that they have it now. And quite frankly, we think that honestly might be the best way to go about it.
Okay.
But there's a lot of other things changing, basically giving you choices to either limit your medical coverage or eliminate it completely, which is an option for seniors. And it's something that we want to talk a little bit more in depth. And I know we're going to have an article coming out on the Mason County Press that's going to have a series of question and answers that are going to help area
Sure.
seniors.
I mean, I think the medical change is probably one of the big things that's really important for seniors. Can you touch a little bit more about that? Just kind of what it will look like if they do decide just to waive it? I mean,
Yeah.
Because we've always had the medical insurance with the car insurance.
Sure. In the state of Michigan, prior to the change, everybody's auto insurance was covering their injuries in an auto accident, okay? And now after the change, Medicare becomes a player in handling auto injuries in the state of Michigan. That was not the case before. So the important thing for seniors to understand is there are limitations in those coverages that were not there before. Medicare does not cover in-home attendant care or changes to your home or auto to accommodate an injury after an accident. That is a big deal.
Modifications.
Modifications. Seniors need to understand that just because Medicare will cover their injuries in an auto accident, it is not going to cover the same way that they used to be covered by full medical coverage under their PIP in the state of Michigan.
Yeah.
So we wanna try
Installing,
to make
yeah,
that clear.
Joe's right on the button. So installing ramps in your home, installing wider doors, handicap accessible bathrooms, your car being equipped to be able to, in a wheelchair or something like that, those are the things that your Medicare policy is not going to pick up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys talk a lot about MCCA.
Yeah, so that's...
What is it?
Yep, so that's the Michigan Catastrophic Claims Association. Okay. And everybody's assessed, it's somewhere between $220, $230 a year. Okay, that's one of the immediate results that every person, not just seniors, are going to see, but that's going to reduce the coverage at least $100 per car per year. Okay, so that's a good start. And then when you have the abilities with some of the other options, as Joe was mentioning on the medical side, seniors should see some relief on their car insurance.
Okay, well, that's good. Now, if they're insuring not only themselves, let's say like a spouse or another loved one, how is that going to change with the number of people that they're insuring?
I'm going to let Joe handle this. This is what we call it the order of priority.
Yes, it's the order of priority, and it's really important in the senior household, because what we are seeing in senior households is a lot of times grandma and grandpa have an extra vehicle and they allow their grandson or somebody else to drive that vehicle. Well, that grandson does not live in their household. He lives in Grand Rapids. He's going to school. He lives somewhere else. He's doing something different. What potentially is going to happen for that grandson is he's not going to have medical coverage on his auto policy any longer. Even though it's grandma and grandpa's insured vehicle on their policy, the medical coverage does not extend to a non-resident relative.
So he would have to live under their roof and consider that his current address.
Correct. So it is a significant restriction in coverage that was not there before with the order of priority. It's something that needs to be considered when you're allowing others to use your vehicles, for sure.
Yeah, this is a big part of it. And there's really 3 people who are going to be covered under your policy now, and that's what the seniors need to remember. And that's the named insured, and that's who's listed right out on the policy,
Sure.
your spouse, and then any resident relatives. Okay. If you're not one of the 3, you do not get the coverages unlimited under that policy any longer.
Okay, well, great. Thanks, guys. For more information about the reform, check out Mason County Press, because we'll be running many more interviews with these guys and printing some Q&As for all of your questions.